Is Nvidia a buy or a sell? What an incredible stock. It's made 20% already this year. I'm Nigel Green, the CEO of Nvidia, the world's largest international financial advisory group. We look at the stock. I'll give you the positives, I'll give you the negatives, so you get a fast update on what's happening. Well, right now it's making huge profits and it's growing at an incredible rate. So can it continue? It's worth 1.5 trillion. It's only 10% behind Amazon. So many will say it's gone too far. It's a bubble, but let's give you the stats. In general, a company will sell at 22 to 25 times earnings. In other words, if it was making $1 million a year and its multiple was 20, then you'd buy it for 20 million. In other words, you can look at the earnings and see whether it's average or not. Right now we're seeing Nvidia at 75 times earnings. So people say, wow, okay, that's got to be overpriced. But then when we look at it, the growth is incredible. Right now we see profits last year of 4 billion. They're predicted by the analysts to be 54 billion by the end of 2025, just over a year and a half. If we look at it, we're going and saying, wow, it's still got to be overpriced, hasn't it? Well, not so, because if you actually look at it at the end of 2025, we'd be looking at a multiple of 7 based on those analysts. Meta has just said that they're going to buy 4 billion chips off them. Think about the companies that are buying, like Microsoft, off Nvidia. Can it keep going? Yes. What's the negative? The negative is, does someone else produce something that's competitive? There's no sign of anybody getting close right now. Can it really dominate this growing AI sector? Will AI continue? Well, of course it is, and my job is to give you the facts and opinion. You should always talk to a financial advisor, and for me, you should always diversify. But the big question is, would I own it? And the answer is yes. Okay, I actually think it's got massive growth potential. But for me, I put it in a fixed structured product. If by doing that, I can limit the downside. In other words, even if the price goes down, I can actually make money. Talk to a Nvidia advisor if you want to know more, but there's lots of ways of limiting the downside. In other words, is it a buy or a sell? Yes for me, but I like to have some structured product which gives me some alternatives, and in other words, balance it with some other things, and at the same time, still look at getting 20% per annum. Okay, would you like to know more? Then obviously follow, because then you'll see updates on what's happening in the market. Right now, there's particular sectors that are gonna do well, and this is one of them. Is there going to be volatility in the short term? Always is at some stage. But we look at what the trends are. Where's it going to be 2-3 years? And if you can see that this is a massive growth sector, you can see, of course, you can make money.